Hey guys, it's Sarah from Get Healthy, Sexy, Happy, and today we have a special guest, Piper, from Piper's Natural Living.
Hi.
We've talked a lot about probiotics and the importance of a healthy gut microbiome or balanced gut bacteria, and she's actually going to show us today how to make our very own probiotics in the form of
Sauerkraut.
homemade sauerkraut. What do they need to get started?
Just a head of cabbage, some sea salt. Don't use iodized table salt. That's no nutritional value at all. Make sure you have sea salt. And a large container, a good knife, and a cutting board. And of course a glass jar to pack it into.
Okay, let's get started.
You want to make sure that your container is large enough to fit the entire cabbage and for you to easily get your hands in there and really massage the sea salt well. Per head of cabbage, you'll want at least a tablespoon of sea salt. So this is going to take about 20 minutes. Nice and juicy. Okay, so now we pack it into a nice clean glass jar. When we get it in there, we want to make sure that the fluid is covering the top of the cabbage by about 1 inch. And you don't want to fill up the jar too much. If you don't leave much space, the chemical reaction will actually create a pressure system that will force the liquid to start coming out of the top. So we're going to pack it down.
Smush it.
Smush it. Get your fists in there. You're going to get more juice coming up out of it.
Now, why cabbage?
It has the ability to lacto-ferment in its own juices. That's the chemical reaction that creates the probiotics. The bacteria are already existing on the cabbage. So by immersing it in its own water and keeping it in a warm and sunlight-free environment, you create the perfect environment for those little bacteria to start going crazy, which ferments the cabbage. All right, so now we use the fluid in the cabbage. You want to make sure you pack it down again. There you go. Put your lid on tight. Now we're going to let those sit for about a week in a dark, average room temperature space, and those little bacteria will just start going nuts and they will benefit your tummy big time. You can leave it for up to 3 weeks, but by then you need to put it in the refrigerator, especially once you open it, put it in the refrigerator. You can actually keep this indefinitely, just like honey, it really never goes bad. Fermented foods are pretty incredible that way.
Just keeps getting better with age.
Yeah. And the best way I recommend this, you of course can do the traditional, put it on sausages, whatnot, but just eat a spoonful every morning and you'll keep your gut flora thriving, happy, and healthy.